Hi, I'm Dr. William Starziak, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the principles that underlie Ayurvedic medicine. The reason being, I employ Ayurvedic medicine here at the Starziak Osteopathic Clinic, and it's a very powerful approach. Ayurveda has been around for thousands of years, and they have texts that are 3,000 years old that described how to sterilize surgical equipment. They described the function of and how to take care of the microorganisms that live in and on our body and how they change with the seasons. We're just appreciating their function now here in Western medicine, so it's really impressive that they knew this so long ago. Additionally, they described the function and application of all of these different herbs, really hundreds of different herbs. And as we go to study these herbs, these claims that were made thousands of years ago within Ayurveda are all being backed up. So it's really impressive. Now, central to the goal of Ayurveda is to prevent the formation of undigested food byproducts. They call this am. And am is created when we take in more food than we can digest. We take in food that is too hard to digest. We mix foods incorrectly so that they don't digest, or we eat foods out of season or at the wrong times of day so that they don't digest well, or our digestion is just really weak because of things like eating too late at night, not getting enough sleep, or an imbalance in another aspect of our body. So that brings us to this concept of doshas. Doshas will influence the digestive capability. The doshas are represented by combinations of these 5 basic elements. And this is very symbolic and representative. So you got fire, earth, water, wind, empty space. The structural principle, they describe the structural principle as a combination of earth and water, and it helps create the frame for everything else to live within. And that's called kapha. They have a transformative principle that they call pitta and represent through the combination of fire and water. So that's going to represent the metabolism, the breakdown of things to free energy, and also the ability to build things, basically to transform molecules. And the last one is the movement principle, and they call that Vata and symbolize it as a combination of empty space and wind. Now, when these are out of balance, the digestive fire will not be strong, and there'll be other problems that go along with excess of any of these doshas. So someone with excess Vata has difficulty keeping on weight, their skin dries easily, their hair is fragile, they have difficulty sleeping, they have difficulty concentrating, they're restless, they speak very quickly, their mind wanders very easily, they have achy joints. Someone with too much pitta is going to be red in the face, quick to anger, they're going to probably have some sort of reflux or gastritis, they're going to have indigestion from too much acid production, and they can have acne, oily skin, they can go bald early. Someone with too much kapha is going to be slow to act. They're going to be lethargic, somewhat of a depressed mood, have a lot of difficulty to get going in the morning, will be very stuck in a rut as far as routines, and it will be difficult for them to act spontaneously or be put out of that routine. And it also influences the digestive fire. So if kapha is too strong, digestion becomes very weak and sluggish. If vata is too strong, digestion is intermittent. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's terrible. If pitta is really strong, digestion is usually really good. Someone can handle any sort of food and break it down no problem and assimilate it no problem. But they have another suite of issues that go along with too much pitta. So we really want this balance of all 3. So then once you're preventing the formation of preventing the formation of am, and you're keeping agni strong by balancing the doshas, then we want to also detoxify am that's already there. And that's accomplished through the usage of specific herbs, as well as lifestyle and, of course, nutrition. Once their am is detoxified and you're not creating new am, the doshas are balanced, we want to make sure that patients are getting in the appropriate nutrition for all of the different body tissues. And in Ayurveda, they have a concept of nourishing the body tissues in order. That the first body tissue which is nourished is the plasma, and then the plasma nourishes the whole blood, and this progresses all the way up through the 12 types of tissues until it reaches the reproductive organs, which they see as the densest sort of tissue. It goes from the least dense to the most dense, so the plasma, all the way through to the sukra, which is the reproductive tissues, and then the ojas, which are the reserves. The reserves are what we draw upon in times of stress. If our reserves are replete, we have a twinkle in our eyes, we have a luster to our skin, we have a pleasant, happy, calm demeanor, and we're able to deal with stress and with equanimity. So we're able to just be calm within the midst of stress. In Ayurveda, as said, we'll use nutrition, lifestyle, which will include exercise, routines, meditation, and then as well as certain therapies. And we here at the Starsiak Osteopathic Clinic do work with Ayurvedic herbs, counsel people on lifestyle changes for nutrition and exercise, and are even beginning to offer some of these Ayurvedic therapies and guide people through these things that they can do at home to help detoxify and get to a greater state of digestive health and nourishment of their tissues. So that's my brief introduction to Ayurvedic medicine. If you want to find out more, you can always contact me through phone or text, 317-410-9978. Send me an email, info@drstarsyak.com. Check out my website, www.drstarsiak.com. Check out my other videos. You should see it pop up here. And also subscribe to my channel. You can see that pop up here. Or you could even just call and make an appointment, and we could start working with you with Ayurvedic principles as soon as possible. Hope you have a good day.